Guess who's back and better than ever? That's right, it is me, Jules. I hope you guys like that skit. You know what? I know that felt like a moment where, the girl takes off her glasses and suddenly she's pretty. But these are my actual glasses, and I have my contacts in, so boy, do I have a migraine. But it's all worth it for the game. All right? I am pushing it. I am trying. I am doing the best I can, guys. They barely fit, by the way. They slip down my face. Maybe one of these days I'll actually wear them for a video, but that is not today. Today we have 3 topics. I couldn't stay away from you guys. I had to make a video about this. And no, maybe a little bit it's about Candace, but not really. Most of it is about the Somali fraud and obviously Jack Posobiec. I can't believe people are not talking about this. It is the most hilarious dumbassery I have ever seen in my life. But let's just get into topic 1. The shortest one. The one where we can get Candace out of the way. Yes, I still have my post-it notes. Okay? So topic 1. Candace. I always warned her that this day was going to come. That people were going to see things for what they truly are. That you could only act so crazy before even the people who are most loyal to you start to see it. See, that's the thing about crazy people. Is like they usually have like a few tried or trues that stay by them that are like, oh no, I got your back, it's okay, I know that you're just going through a hard time. But then when they do something really crazy, like eat like someone, like Jeffrey Dahmer's dad was like, had his back until he was like, yeah, I ate someone's brain. And he was like, oh. Yeah, he needs to plead the insanity defense. We can't do this. Like, he might be really crazy. That's the thing about this. Candace has been talking crazy for a really long time. And this is the thing about crazy people who are on the internet, right? Is that they usually have, a whole group of normal people at first. At first. People who want to give them the benefit of doubt. People who like watching car crashes. And then they have people, as they get more and more into the delusion, that are just as delusional as they are. Those people are Evan Kilgore and Morgan Ariel, just to name a few. By the way, Morgan Ariel is still like doubling down, but we'll get into that. The idea is quite simple. Candace brought on someone, and I had to learn how to pronounce this name. So, Fort Huachuca,
Fort Huachuca.
I'm an idiot. Do not shade me in the comments, guys. I am sorry. Huachuca. Originally, before I tried to look it up, I thought it was Huachuca.
Fort Huachuca.
Okay, so I have no idea. Either way, she brought on this guy, I think it is Mitch Snow, who for whatever reason is a known liar. This is not something that was a secret to anyone. This was a guy who is basically, allegedly, I don't want to get him on my radar, is a pathological liar. He says all kinds of bullshit about his wife throwing acid in his face, and even though he has acid in his face, he drives himself to the emergency room and then manages to drive to the police station, then drive home. This guy is off his rocker. But of course, Candace doesn't care about that, right? Why would she care about that? I'm going to insert somewhere in here the actual, grok clarifying the situation, because that is a good idea, so you can get a little concise idea. But I'm trying to paint a picture. I'm trying to paint a story for you guys. The idea is quite simple, though. She brings him on, and he says that he knows for a fact that a whole group of people, including Erica Kirk, all conspired at this Fort Huachuca. Okay? I'm sorry, guys. I'm not going to get it right. I had it nailed down earlier, and I completely lost it. So, she brings him on anyway because it's all about the grift, right? It's always about the grift with her. So she assumed that her audience, like mealy little worms, would obviously buy into it. Except she forgot this one thing. There is always a limit to people. Everyone has their limit. Maybe for some people, like Jeffrey Dahmer's dad, it's eating, someone's brain. Maybe for some people, it's your friend telling you that they see like little tiny gnomes that want to murder people, and you're like, okay, we should probably 5150 this bitch. And maybe it's just something as simple as your friend being a jerk, and you realizing maybe they're not that good of a person. And I think this was a limit for a lot of people. We started to see a lot of those people like siphon out after her meeting with Erica Kirk, and I have a theory for that one. My theory, quite simply, is that for someone like Candace, who has spoken so boldly, so strongly about how Erica was not in on it, but in on it. I don't know, but I know. But I know. I think that in a way, Candace kind of lost credibility there for a lot of her audience. Now, what does that kind of mean? Well, most of the tried and true stay. Until people started looking up this guy and realizing how crazy this guy that she had brought on, probably hoping that no one would look this guy up, was. It's kind of like the Somali fraud, which will be one of the topics we talk about today. People hope you never look into something. People hope you never do your own research. But I always recommend to anyone, whether it is health or it is friends or boyfriends or anything, do your own research. Make sure you know this guy so he doesn't, Ted Bundy your ass. Well, Candace was too big for her britches. I'm going to put in my tweet, which I actually said to Candace, because I really think this downfall was her moment, her Icarus moment, flying too close to the sun. She did not think this one through. Because when you have a supporter like Evan Kilgore, and I went back, I read some of his tweets, and oh God, was he in it. He was drinking that Kool-Aid, that Candace cult Kool-Aid. He was. Now, he has left the asylum. He is done with her. And she did not react well. But let's just show his tweets for a second. Now let's show her response to him, because I feel like it's necessary to show what an attack dog she is. The minute you betray her, the minute Ben on a public stage at AmFest says something to her, she's like, I know from matter of fact, from now on, I know that Israel was involved. Okay. She's just one of those people. I get why so many people do not want to cross her, because she's the kind of person who would probably just go and find some way to accuse you of, being a part of 9/11. She's that person. I mean, that's how she acts anyway. So if you are one of those friends who have stood by her, Megan Kelly, I'm looking at you. I know that you've released another video today. I did not watch it. I will never watch your content again. If you are one of those people, though, she's going to need your friendship. Because when someone that intensely is a part of her life just jumps off the ship, gets the fuck out of Dodge, the situation is dire for Candace. So, I want to be sympathetic. The Catholic in me wants to be sympathetic, but I cannot be. For the life of me, I cannot. You're talking about how people are accusing you of getting paid and you're getting death threats? Oh my God, the irony. Bitch, please. This is where I get serious for a minute. I mean, I remember I used to tweet under, reply to Candace's tweets. And boy, the shit I got. It's a bot. Oh, You're paid by Israel. I wish I was paid by Israel. For fuck's sake. You think you know the difference. If you live in Chicago, apartments, they're expensive. If I was paid $7,000 or whatever they say the going rate is, you think I'd be living? I'd be living high on the hog. I'd be living it up. I'd have another guitar. I want to be sympathetic. I'm sorry. You made your bed, guys. You followed someone who was clearly crazy. Nothing she said had any reason or logic. And you chose to go along with it. And you know the worst part? I think the reason you went along with it is not because you yourselves are crazy. I think it's because you yourselves are probably bigoted. And you liked the fact that she said shit about people who are Jewish. I think you liked the fact that she said bad things about Israel. You didn't care because she doesn't care about Gaza. You don't care about Gaza. You just like the fact that someone is saying stuff about Jewish people because you equate the two. Zion means Jewish. Well, that's not the case, first of all. And second of all, I have a hard time really kind of thinking to myself, hey, do I feel bad for this bigot? Do I feel bad that people are giving them the same treatment that they were giving to others? No, I'm sorry, I don't. I want to, but I can't. The end of the year, is the reckoning. It's the reckoning, bitches. So get ready. If you've been acting like a motherfucking asshole, you get what's coming to you. Not to mention, at the end of the day, we all warned you that this was going to happen. We did. We warned you. We told you that she was crazy. We told you that everything she said meant nothing. That it was all nonsense. That most of it was out of self-driven vendetta. None of the things she's doing is because she believes it. It's because the minute you cross her, she hates you enough to create a conspiracy about you. So congratulations, Evan. You'll be part of the next conspiracy once she starts uploading regular videos again. I can't wait. If I were you, I'd stay in... You said you were in Tennessee. I'd stay in Tennessee. She's gonna annihilate you, and whatever crazies from the asylum she has left are gonna come and eviscerate you. And you're gonna wish you were on our side. But I can't help but love this for another reason. Because everyone was talking about the right-wing civil war. And now, the people who created this right-wing civil war are imploding upon themselves. They're creating their own internal civil war. Because the basic idea is that the most unstable elements will implode. And you guys were the most unstable elements.